Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to Transport Fever. You join me on one of the trains going from Knoxville to Philadelphia, and the reason is, since last time, I've done a small change. Now, the reason for that change I'll cover in a minute, but I'll tell you what the change is, and we're about to come up to it now, conveniently. At the moment, we're heading through the food station. This is where the main line, the main passenger network, goes through the food station. You can see there's a train at the junction just up ahead, crossing our path and then coming through. So we just had to stop temporarily for this train to come down on the other side because of the switch track up ahead. And it's this switch track up ahead which is important because this is new. So normally what would happen is the Knoxville trains would share the main line all the way up through to Philadelphia, and that doesn't happen anymore. What happens is, just after the station with the food, the Philadelphia trains that just do that small route switch off here over to the left. Now I can see there that there's a signal the wrong way around. It's not a one-way signal, so it doesn't really matter. I can fix that up sometime soon. But what happens is that we are now going overground and the lines are splitting apart. And the food line coming from the food station is currently going underneath us. So it comes out the food station, goes into a tunnel, and then goes to Philadelphia underground. And you're about to see it here. So we've split either side of that tunnel, and there's the food line down there, and you can see a train actually using the food line. And what we're going to do, instead of going on the main line into Philadelphia, we're going to join the food line into Philadelphia. And that's because these trains are slower, and having more trains on the line on the other side of the station makes it busier. So now if you look on the far right, that is the main line that leads into Philadelphia over there, and we're coming in to a different platform. Okay then, so here on your screen you can see what's going on. On the left hand side you see it's orange and, pink and yellow. The pink being the main line and the yellow being the local passenger line. And those two split off from each other and both go over the blue line, the food line. So the blue line with its train is just going down now, disappears down into a tunnel and allows both the main line and the passenger line to go above it. That magenta or pink line sweeps all the way around and goes into the far side of Philadelphia there, unimpeded by any other traffic now that that yellow line's off there. And the yellow line splits in half and allows the blue line, the food line, to emerge between it with a tunnel, and then they share the platforms there. Not many, in fact we were just about to see a passenger train and a food train approach the junction at the same time. So I'm wondering who's going to win out here at the signals. The food train just got... No, wait. The food train didn't get there first. I thought the food train was going to get there first. It didn't. The passenger train won. Once that passenger train's past this set of signals here, now that food one will follow it. There's plenty of space down in these platforms, and I think they're all using different platforms as well. So yes, that's it. So the food train uses one set of platforms and the local passenger service uses the other. So I just wanted to show you that because I wasn't intending on really doing that. I was just playing around, seeing what could be possible, what might fit, ready for this episode, and I kind of did it. And I was like, wow, okay, and I'm really pleased with the way that that worked out. I've never done a bit of rail like that before, so I wanted to share that with you. Let's crack on with today's episode. So money is low. We spent a lot on trades recently, and it's not climbing very quickly. It is going up. That's the important thing. It's going up. But we do need to have a good look at these line managers and see what's going on. So if you have a look at the line manager, I'm not really bothered about the buses. I mean, most are making profit, some are losing a little bit. Don't care. They're an auxiliary service to help the rail network. It's the rail network we've got the problem with. So, as you can see, the main line is the biggest negative at the moment. However, I don't think we have enough trains on it. If we look over here, we've got nearly 300 passengers waiting for one direction of the main line there. At Astragon, it's around 300 for both directions. Over here, let's see. I think a train's just been through. We've got just over 100 people waiting there. It's getting quite busy on that main line, and we're not picking up all those passengers. So maybe they'll pay more if the trains are more frequent. I don't know. The other ones that are losing us money are all the new goods trains. Okay, the oil, the plastic, the goods coming back, the planks, the logs, they're all losing money. What isn't losing money is Crude 2 and Crude 1. These are the crude oil trains that are at the beginning of the network. I think the reason why these ones aren't losing any money, and we can see both of them here, these two bright green loopy bits. I think that's logs. It's this one down here and this one over here. I think the reason for that is the fact that their end services, they're starting to produce. So they're starting to produce, they're starting to drop it off, which means this station here is just starting to let some oil be produced. So the trains are only just starting to make money. I think this goods network will increase and get better as time goes on, as the primary industries start producing more. I mean, at the minute production's 20. That's terrible. That train sat there, it's going to make that production slowly go up over time. So that's it. Over time it will increase and it will be better. Our network's getting very busy at the moment, so what we're going to do, we're just going to turn all the things off and just turn trains on. I want to see trains, I want to be able to see them moving around the network. I'm going to leave monies on as well, and towns. And overall, I think the network's looking quite good. I don't feel the need to really expand it too much. I'm just here today to make sure that everything is as good as it could be. We've got a number of manoeuvres happening down here. Now, one of the things that I was a little bit worried about is this Phil Knox service. That's the one we recently changed the trains on, and it's not making money, and I don't know why. I need to have a good look and try and figure out what's going on. So the ticket price per kilometre is 4 something. Maximum waiting time, vehicle, oh, you can change the vehicle colour. Didn't know that. That's quite cool. Let's make you yellow. Oh, I don't like that. No, blue. A lighter blue? Yes, that's better. So if you look at the finances, the costs of the vehicles have been steady since I replaced them, but the income's not good enough, and I'm wondering why. Transported, number of passengers transported has gone up in recent years. It was quite low for a while. I don't know if that's where I was replacing the vehicles. I don't know, and that's the one that I've put the new line in. Maybe now I've put that new line in, it will run better. That's what I'm thinking. And we've nearly got enough money to add another train to the main line. So, I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff waiting in terms of food here at the minute. You can see a train about to come through. There is a mainline train. This is one of the new high-speed mainline trains that we put in last time. Can't see it very well because of all the smoke from the diesel train. But we're getting some good views now on this network, which is another nice thing. I think this train might have had to slow down for the bridge. Maybe. Or does it keep having to slow down because other trains are in the way? So this is a very, very busy part of the network. You can see here that the dedicated main line is not really dedicated. It's got a lot of other bits and bobs on local lines that dip into it, and it's not good. It's not good. Right, whilst we're checking on things and making sure things are all good, let's have a look at these bus services. So the Cambridge bus service is not making any money. In fact, it's a very big loss. Why? Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. So this is Cambridge. Let's turn on all the station bits and bobs and stuff. Okay, so we've got a station here which is very near to our station, then one over here which also overlaps with us. Yeah, we don't need all these different stations nearby. I think at some point I moved something, but this train station covers nearly all of Cambridge. There's hardly any point in having a bus service, but I will have a bus service. So what we'll do is we're going to remove some. Let's get the bulldozer out. Yeah, we're going to strategically remove all the bus stops. No, not all the bus stops. We'll remove that one. I want to move this one round the corner. So if I delete that bus stop... Uh-oh. Well, I didn't mean to delete that road. Oops. Let's put that road back. I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. Let's see if this will let me... Yeah, okay. So that's taken the same stop. It was close enough. And let's just check the route now. So the route has a number of problems, but that's fine because, to be honest, they're going to places that they don't need to go to. There we go. Now the only thing I'm now wondering is Cambridge has now started building on the other side of the tracks, whether it's worth doing a bus service over here. You know what? I really do think it is. This is going to start growing much more and much more all the time. So, bus station. Let's put it right slap bang in the middle. Let's put it here. This should capture most of it. Let's have a look. So let's turn that one off. It's capturing nearly all of it. Just a few on the far edge there. As this expands, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. So, that Cambridge bus one, after going to Main Street, we want it to go back to Cambridge. Sorry, Lower Cambridge. Not Cambridge, let's get rid of that. And then after it's been to Lower Cambridge, come down here. That's going to be a big route round, but hopefully they're going to pay a lot of money for it. Let's see if that works. Leave your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section, and I want to know whether you think this bus route change that I've just done, stripping out the two that well, there was three that was really close together, and I've got rid of them, moved one way, moved one the other, spread it out. I think it will do better, but let me know what you think. Right, something else to check out is this loop line. So let's go back here. Now we've got this big red loop line which we put in at some point a number of episodes ago. It's doing okay. 7 million on the clockwise, 8 million on the anti-clockwise. And there's a train every 130, 140 seconds. I'm not sure if we can make that better and whether we'll get any more money from it. So if we have a look at the anti-clockwise, the finances are it's making money, it's costing more and more each year, so we're going to have to maybe look at replacing vehicles at some point. There's a number of vehicles that are getting quite old, but it would be really good to have the high-speed trains on the loop line, wouldn't it? Just need the money. We need to save up. We need to save up lots and lots of money and replace, or just replace them through replacement vehicles. See, I don't know, that top speed will help a lot between junctions. That's 203. I'm pretty sure I made most of these stations pretty big. So this station over here, it's 240. I think all of these are 240. Yeah, 240. It's all 240. It's all electric. It's all high speed. We can run better trains on this loop and hopefully make better money out of it. So let's just have a look at that was the anti-clockwise, I think it was, where it had the replacement. Let's have a look. Yes. So let's turn replacing on, and then the clockwise one, not making quite so much at the minute. Let's multiple units, put that there, add that there. Brilliant. I don't really feel the need to make that train any longer at the moment, but we'll see. So the main line now, at the beginning of the episode, we were looking at somewhere between -3 to -5 million. That's reduced now down to about -2. We've got a few million in the bank, so whilst we've got a few million in the bank, we're going to add a new train to that service. There we go. So we go buy train, multiple units, we're going to buy one of them, set it to the main line, and off it goes. Fantastic. We'll keep an eye on how this works. So the train hovers because there's no track in the depot, and it comes out. Now I don't know which way it's going to turn here. Looks like... Oh, I thought for a moment then I thought it was going left to Philadelphia. It's not. It's going to the other one. Can't remember what it's called. What is it called? I'm sure it begins with a P. Not sure. Oh, look at this though. Look at this that I've just noticed. Massive dip in the track. Just because there's a road there. That shouldn't be the case. Also, I'm not quite sure why there's a slip there. Oh, is that so they can get into the depot? It is. Well, that was a clever way of doing it. Ah, Pittsburgh. That's the way. That's where we're going. We're heading to Pittsburgh. But you can tell with this train, right? The train that we started the episode with was running along quite nicely, but it wasn't picking up this much speed this quick. We're already 85 kilometres an hour. Miles an hour? It's because we drive in miles an hour in the UK. Don't know why we do. Probably it's just a historic, can't be bothered to change the signs and the law thing. But that's the way it is. We're up to 115 now. So this is where we should be making our money, on the high-speed trains along that main line. But we're not, and I think it's because the trains aren't as frequent as they should be. We're not getting as good a payout. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on that, I think. Work it out. I think my theory there is right. If we add a few more trains to this line, they'll become more regular, and then we'll get better payouts for them. That was a massive divot for the train to overcome. Although it still entered the station at over 100 kilometres an hour. How a train enters a station at over 100 kilometres an hour and then stops before it hits the end of the wall and goes through out into the street, not a clue. But there it is. It made it into the station. Now there was some severe bumpiness around here. Was it here? Or was it before there? I can't remember now. I think it was there. Yeah, there's a massive bump just here, look. Wow. Oh, train's off already. That's a nice train. You can see it jumping down there. That does need smoothing out. Really, this road shouldn't be here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of it. Oh, what? It's going to make me get rid of buildings as well. I hope not. Uh-oh. Well, at least I was going to say, at least it let me put the track back, but then I just realised it's not high speed. It is now. It's fixed. There's a little tiny bit of road there. There we go. So that means that I can probably just get rid of that and that, and that, and then relay it. So if I relay that bit and then come down here and relay there, that I thought would be a lot smoother. It just seems to be following the contour of the land. How strange. Now, what's the complaint here? Train 9's confused. I'll just turn around, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's delete this again. Right, but this time we're going to get the smoothie tool out. Right. Try the track again. 1 and 2. No warnings, everything's fine. Also, it appears we lost some signals. So I will put them back in. There, that's much better. That is better. It's a smooth gradient now. Now, over here, where was it? There. It's another big bumpy bit. Is it this bit? It is. Yeah, that's relatively bumpy. Okay, get rid of that. 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 And then smooth it out. There's no reason at all why that should be bumpy. It shouldn't be bumpy. Right. What do you mean construction not possible? It's because it needs to go onto the... Okay. Fair enough. There's a train that's confused. I'll just tell it to turn around and sure it'll be fine. That's just because I did this line. I feel bad now that I've taken that bit of road away. I do feel bad about cutting bits of road off. But what we'll do... Actually, see, look, that junction's much smoother. I could leave that junction in there. Or we could do it like this. No, well, I suppose we could try and do it like that. Big humpy bridge. Or... Yeah, I can't do a tunnel. Let's just leave it normal. There we go. Oh, that's much neater. Much smoother. Yes! Getting things nice and smooth. Getting everything running on well. Let's see how things are going. Damn! The main line's not running as well. Oh, I really hope the main line would be doing better by now. But what is doing, the loop line, is doing even better than it was. And I have no idea why. It's just picked up a little bit in money. The ArcTux service is doing well. The PhilTux service is doing well. I think that's because the times of the trains are down to a higher frequency, 114, 195. Loop clockwise is a little worse. Phil Knox is not great. It's 3 minutes. And then, yeah, and the main line's 3 minutes. So I think the frequency of these trains needs to be improved. But what I will do between now and next time is I will make a few improvements here and there. We've got a train that's just leaving Philadelphia now, so we'll get on board with that. And yeah, I'll do a few small tweaks between now and next time. And then next time we'll hit back on and finish the industrial network, which hopefully should pick up soon, and we might even need to start adding more trains to it. And I think that once it starts rolling, we start getting more and more oil coming in, more and more logs coming in. I think we're going to start making a lot of money off that. And then that money we can invest. Oh, look at that. We've got a train over there, a train coming here. That one's going to cut us off up front. I don't know if it's going to slow us down a little bit. It is going to slow. We're going to have to slow down. They are slow down because of the slow train in front. But yes, that is going to... There you are. Look, I put 2 signals on the same track instead of the track next to it. So let's hop off. And we'll just sort that out. So I put a signal here and here instead of one here. In fact, you don't need one there because you don't have signals on the exit of a junction. Only the entrance. So... Ooh, steady. Bear in mind though, there didn't used to be a junction here. So this is an exit to a junction. We have to keep the junction block clear. This is an entrance to a junction here. I will add an extra signal. There we go. Right, like I said, that is going to be all for now. A smooth... it's the tweaks episode. Every now and then we have to have a tweaks episode. But the money's rolling in. Hopefully a few more tweaks. The money will go up some more. The industrial network will start bringing in more money. And things are looking pretty good. From here, you can see the loop line, most of our industrial network, some of the most of the main line as well. It's a good angle to see a lot of stuff from. In fact, if we just turn off a lot of things, there we go. You can see a lot of the way that the lines are creeping around the countryside. I like it. But thank you for watching. If you want to know more about me and my series, please do consider going to the website and all that sort of stuff. And if you don't want to miss when new episodes come out, you do need to hit that bell notification, the way that YouTube does its algorithms these days. You do need that, as long as you make sure you won't miss it. You don't want to miss it. Do you want to miss it? If you want to miss it, well, I don't know. Yeah, but if you don't want to miss it, hit that bell and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching and goodbye.